Hello and welcome along to the channel. This time we're looking at the Nissan Juke. We've got a problem with the rear wiper. Well, actually it's the washer. We're not getting any water out, so come along and I'll show you what I'm going to do to see if we can figure out what's wrong with it. This is on our 2014 Nissan Juke. Could be a couple of reasons why the rear jets aren't working. So the first thing is the front ones work and you can hear the pump run when those operate. Now the rear one doesn't make a noise, so whether it's the pump or whether it's clogged or something, I'm not sure, but I'm going to check and make sure I can hear the noise first, see if it runs. If not, what we can do is we can have a look at the fuses as well, because there's a fuse box. You open the passenger door and the little panel is on the side there. There isn't one on the driver's, or is there? Oh, now there is actually a panel here, but I don't think there's anything behind this one. I don't think this is a removable panel. Before I pull that panel off, why don't we have a look on the passenger side? Let's try the same again, shall we? This is supposedly where the fuses are located. Okay, yeah, we've definitely got a fuse box in here and a little fuse diagram. So before I go any further, let's just have a look and see if there's a separate fuse for it. There is just a single fuse, which is washer 10 amp there. There aren't separate fuses. Washer pump is actually on the bottle down the bottom there. And looking at it, if you want to get access to it, it looks like we have to either go through the arch or take the bumper off. So I'm hoping it's not going to come down to that. I want to hear the pump run first though. Now you're not going to hear this because the mic is attached to me. So you just have to take my word for it whether we can hear the pump run or not. So first thing, let's just get the ignition on and turn off everything else. Let's try the front ones. Okay, I can hear that pretty clearly. Now the rear. Okay, the good news is I can hear the pump very clearly running. So I think we can change our search. Now actually one of the first things to look for is to see if we've got a puddle on the ground, because if one of the pipes have come disconnected from the pump, it could just be leaking water onto the ground. So let's just have a little look underneath first. I can't see any leaks and I can't see any water on the ground, so I don't think it's leaking onto the ground. So let's now go and take a look at the back. The little nozzle lives up the top here. Let's just take the parcel shelf off, and I think it lives behind this. Yes, there we go. So there's the plastic pipe. Now to me, I can't see any liquid whatsoever in that pipe. Now this may be just a connector, or it may be a one-way valve. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect it from here and then run the pump again. Okay, this has got the potential for causing a bit of a mess, but what I'm going to do is, now I've got that out, is I'm going to run the pump for a bit and see if it starts to pump liquid through. If not, we can follow the pipe and it must go through here, and I would have thought down inside the trim here. So again, we can follow it through. Well, let's see if any liquid comes out of here when I run the pump. Well, judging by the fact that you can see I've just soaked everywhere. I've soaked the camera, but I don't know if you can see all of this gunk that's just come out of it as well. Ugh, look at that. I think it's been blocked, and I don't know whether it's blocked. Actually, I can see down it. I don't know if the camera can see down it, but that does look clear. I'm wondering if it's just the last little bit, so I'm going to do something kind of disgusting now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to blow down this little pipe and see if it's blocked. It is. I cannot blow down that pipe. It is blocked solid, which means I think it's just the nozzle on the end that's blocked. That'd be quite a nice fix. A little pinhole blockage wouldn't be at all surprising. Okay, it feels reasonably loose. Let's see if I can now blow through the pipe and actually clear it. Well, I thought I might as well show you what I've managed to break. That plastic clip I was trying to get off, because sometimes these are a one-way valve and the one-way valve gets stuck and damaged. But what I've managed to do is snap it. So the little connector that joins the pipe, the black pipe that comes in onto this little clear pipe, is now snapped. So I'm going to need a new coupler as well, so I need to take this off either way. I think I might have found the major problem here. The plastic has become so brittle. What has happened is it's actually snapped at the top now as well. Now, I didn't use much force, I don't think, but the whole washer jet has kind of snapped, so I think it's going to be a full new replacement I'm going to have to get. This wasn't really what I'd planned to have to do here. I mean, the only upside is that actually this plastic doesn't have any blockages in, so I think the blockage is actually the nozzle itself. The whole nozzle, I think, is blocked. And now I need to work out how to remove the nozzle and then look and see if I can get a replacement, I think. I'm hoping by shining a torch up there, there's a clip that I can undo and take it off. Not sure whether the camera is going to be able to see this when I shine a torch inside or not, but it looks like there is a clip that I can push to release it, so I'm going to try that. I think just a little bit of force on the clip to squeeze it should release it. I'll try that with two hands and see if I can manage. Here we go. You can see how it's clipped in. It's actually at the top and the bottom. You squeeze those pieces of plastic and it comes out. It took quite a bit of doing to take it out, but this is blocked. Now I cannot get anything through it. And you can see actually where the plastic snapped as well. Let me put it against the yellow, you can see it a bit better. You can see that the end of it has snapped as well. So I'm now going to have a look on eBay and see if I can find a replacement nozzle jet, and hope that it also comes with this little bit of clear pipe. If not, I'll need a coupler to join it together. Let's go and take a look and hopefully find a replacement and get this swapped. At least it's a fairly simple fix. I'm looking to see if I can find one of these on eBay. If I can, I'll put a link to it at the bottom and a note as to the part number so that you can take a look if you need to replace one. At least you know the vague kind of part and how it comes apart. And to be careful, because the plastic goes very brittle, as we've found. Before I end this video, I managed to find a similar compatible kit. They are for front, but I'm hoping they're going to do the job. It's got a little fastener on like that, but what I also got was a bit of pipe which came with some couplers as well, and the idea is that that is going to replace that bit of pipe as well. Main thing is, let's get this on and see if this fits, because that would be ideal if this one fits. I'll put a link to this one down the bottom. As you saw, it's the one that I found on Amazon that was fairly similar. Here's a little downside. I attached the pipe, but you can see this now won't fit over, so what you've got to do is screw it on first, then push the plastic pipe on. That's a bit of a pain. Let's take that off. Take the pipe off, and then I can put it on, screw this on, attach the pipe and connect it up, and we should be there. Now I'm not going to pretend that was easy. That was really quite fiddly to do. Not even sure if the camera can see, because trying to fit my fingers in to push the pipe in was quite difficult. So definitely nimble fingers, small fingers. What I've done is the pipe is attached, and you can see I've got that connected to the rest of the car. And now I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to leave that out a little bit, make sure we don't have a leak, and let's just see whether that works. Well, that definitely worked. Made a right mess, but let's just check. Yep, this is all nice and dry, which is what we want. Just need to put the little cover back on, like that. Now, it's not going to be the best jet in the world because of the position, but you can see it's nice and secure. There's no hole either side, so I'm not worried about it leaking into the boot. But I think that does the job quite nicely. There we go. Not quite the official fix, so not using the correct one for the job, but that is quite a good cheap alternative that you can get away with, and I think that will keep us going for now. If you find a better one, put a comment down the bottom and a link to it. That would really help people out. But I'm going to put a link to that part because that one does the job, which is what we need. And I'm also quite happy that it's going to seal the boot as well, and we're not going to get any water in. Hope you like this video. Pop a like and a comment down the bottom, and remember to stay subscribed as well for more videos, and I'll see you next time.